Hi everyone, this is Piotr Kieszkowski from the aquarium television Definite Aquascape TV, and this is another part of presentation of JBL's products displayed recently at InterZoo 2014 fair. Today Cyril Jeffrey will show us new JBL plants fertilizers and new aquarium plants soils.
So that dosing is one thing that might scare a lot of people when you're new to planting, and therefore this part of the range you can actually go for NPK, which is including obviously the nitrogen,
macroelements,
potassium and phosphorus. So these are the main elements really.
Yes.
If you add magnesium on top of that, really they are the essential elements, macroelements, as you can see. Some of the things being repeated on this side. One thing I didn't say earlier on, so it's quite good that we are here, is you've got a pump action, so it's quite easy to squirt exactly what you need in terms of dosing. So repeating myself a little bit, you know, people that wish to be dosing will go for N, P and K, mg separately. Of course, a lot of people would choose to have the easy route and go for NPK and just mg, which is fine in many ways. It's just, it depends what type of plants you wish to be growing. Soil-wise, you'll see pretty much from your side the same thing on the left and on the right. However, they are different. What we have launched is two colors, one beige and one, let's call it brown, which I think is quite pleasing to the eye.
Yes.
In this case, it's as it says, it's a plant soil, so it's full of nutrients, and it's going to be really making your plants grow very fast. You can choose to use it on its own, or you can choose to use the Manado as we do. It depends on what you're trying to build and what sort of scenario you want to have. On the right hand side you've got the shrimp soil, which looks exactly identical. Same again, two colors, and by the way there's two sizes, 3 and 9 liters.
Well, the size of the bag.
The size of the bag, yes, sorry.
I thought the size of the
The size of the grain is identical. But in this case, you've got no nutrients. So what you're trying to get with that is, if you're really aiming for the shrimp as far as you're concerned, the important thing is you won't have to do 50 to 70% water changes. You'll be doing water changes, but very infrequently, and you know, the nutrient level won't be dangerous at all for your shrimp. So that's why this was launched like that. Whilst on the left-hand side, the plant soil is very different. Obviously, you're aiming to grow the plants, and there's lots of nutrients. And the question I keep getting asked now is, of course, but I want plants and I want shrimp. What do I do? If you really want a nice planted tank, a compromise will have to be that, with shrimp that is, that you'll have to do 50 to 70% water change very regularly, as much as weekly. And you know, this is the compromise, but at least you've got a choice with this system. In the middle, or rather over here, you'll see we've got volcano mineral. You can see, if I get some of it there, it's basically as a grain sort of size. And the great thing about it, one of the aquascapers that did the show for us was really excited about that, because to crush it you really have to put a lot of pressure. Therefore you can put it on top of each other and create a structure. So if you're trying to do a mountain range, you can build on top of that and it doesn't crumble, which is one of the nightmares. It's to keep it sturdy. On top of that, it has got a huge amount of minerals, which will be released very slowly, and the roots can get into it. As you can see, it's very porous.
Yes.
This also is available as a ground version, and it looks like a powder, and hence it's called volcano powder. And the way it's used is where the roots will be reaching when you're planting them, and that has got a huge amount of nutrition value. So if you want to get really fast established plants, this is what you want to be using. And then one thing that I didn't see on the other side, so it's worth talking about. It might look funny to people, but
yes.
you know, if you're going around rocks, you probably don't want to be, if they're sharp, you don't want to be handling them and collapsing on your hand. So that's kind of a nice thing. You can brush from rocks to the sides of the tank. Actually works as a very good algae cleaner. So particularly in the joints on the silicone when you don't want to use something sharp.
Okay guys, so these were JBL's fertilizers, soils and a cleaning glove. In the next video we will see new JBL's internal filter designed particularly for shrimps. So stay tuned, subscribe and see you soon.